Welcome back, y'all. Welcome to the Respekt is Due podcast, more than a podcast, more than a show. Look, before I even get into this intro, let me go ahead and just give her round of applause. Because look, when I tell y'all this is one of my most anticipated, like one of my most sought after episodes, this is the one, the only. I'm talking about, this is Ms.Blaire, Miss B Fit, Miss B Everything. I'm talking about, this the best fitness trainer out there in the nation.
Oh my
Number
gosh,
one.
in the nation?
In the nation.
I love that.
And she a Delta woman. And she a Delta woman.
Yes.
You know the Reds do it better.
We do it the best.
Do it the best. No cap. Blaire, how you feeling?
I feel amazing. Thank you so much for having me on the podcast. This is my first episode. We've been trying to get this episode, y'all, for so long. And I appreciate Guapo working with me because it's just our schedules weren't aligning. But, you know, I'm all about divine timing. So this is when it was supposed to happen. So I'm just grateful to be on the show. Like,
I'm grateful to have you. Like I said, this is one of my most anticipated episodes. Like I said, I told you before Karen, you know, I'm your biggest fan. I ain't got to be.
I'll do anything for you. Like, you have supported me throughout my fitness journey, and me being a fitness trainer. Yes, I have a journey as well. People like, what? Your fitness journey? So I appreciate you. I'm always going to support you. I always have your back. You know, I don't know if I've ever told you that. So I got you. Like, I'm your biggest fan. So it's real. Mutual. The feeling is mutual.
That's real. That's solid. That's solid. So get into that though. Like, how was it like starting your fitness journey? Like, how did we get to this point?
Okay, so I graduated from the Alabama State University in 2019.
HBCU thing.
Yes, HBCU educated. You heard? So shortly after that, you know, I just wanted to change my lifestyle. You know, being in college, I didn't really do anything in high school for real. Like, I was focused on my schoolwork. I was focused on graduating. And so I didn't do the parties and the drinking and the smoking. And if I'm being transparent, you know, so I did all of that in college. I had a time. Okay. I'm being transparent because I feel like a lot of people gonna be like, no, you know, I just went to college. I did what I was supposed to do. I got my education. I got my degree. I'm degreed. And it's like, yeah, I got that too. But I also had a time. I turned up. I did what everybody else did because I didn't do it, you know, in high school. So that was a time for me to really just reevaluate my life coming out of, you know, college and, you know, what I wanted to do with the rest of my life, you know. And so fitness just became a part of my life. Yeah. It was not only just, you know, trying to maintain a healthy lifestyle. I was like, this is it. Thanks. You know? So I just had a passion for it. Started recording videos. I think other people saw my passion for it, and they were just like, yeah, like this is Be Fit. And that's when I went with the name, and everybody was like, you know, oh, you know, that's a common name. I said, but it's me. Okay. So, so it's
about a common name. Nah, I don't think it's common because you're the only one. Well, probably you also the only one I ever looked up, but. That's the only one that matter. Yeah. Like you said, that's the only one that matter.
Yeah.
No cap.
I haven't been worried about anybody else. So, you know, I'm always in my own lane doing me. So I'm like, it's me. So
you gonna do you to the fullest, the best you want can.
Yeah. So I had a passion for it. Other people saw my passion, and then I just ran with it. I turned it into my brand. So. And
let me tell y'all, she's a real fitness influencer. She not one of them ones that be on Instagram. We talking about a chest day, and she got the camera on her butt. Like, she get in there and she work out for real. I ain't gonna lie. I don't work out.
Oh my! Yes, you have. What in the world? I've trained and
talking about 300 abs. One time I'm walking out of the. I swear to God, P. We did 300 abs, bro. We did leg day. Look, P, I ain't gonna count. Look, we doing the lunges. So like, you know, P, like I'm strong or whatever, so I can do like the
very strong, look, man. Not gonna lie to you.
It's so funny because like I said, like when I tell you she do fitness like for real, like and take it serious, like we know like P, we in there. Look, she's like, look, I know you probably strong, but she's like, I don't know what your endurance like though. Look, we doing the leg press. I'm like, you know, trying to show out, you know, dude ego.
He was eating for real.
So look,
he was eating the reps.
We get to doing the lunges. Look, P, when she turned her back, I'm kind of like bullshit. So look, she caught me one time. She like, I'm like, damn.
I don't like anybody to cheat themselves. Yeah. You know, that's just with anything. So I make them start over.
Like for real, like
I be like, you only cheating yourself.
No cap. I'm like, P, like, she stayed the whole workout, like, no gas. Like, I was like, yo, like, I was like, boy. I was like, she the real deal.
And he never came back.
It wasn't like that. It wasn't because of that, though. It wasn't
because of that.
I come back. No, for real, I come back. Cause you remember I told you I tried to get you to come to Crunch that one
That's
time.
true. That's true.
But I go to Fitness Connection now. It's a
I've never heard of Fitness Connection.
It's right up there. It's based out in Texas, but
oh,
I don't know.
Okay, I have to check them out because I have memberships everywhere. I've never heard of them.
Yeah.
So okay,
well, we go up.
You still at it, so that's good.
You know what?
I'm here if you need me.
I appreciate that. The main thing I just really need me like a meal plan. No cap.
And that's exactly why I'm doing my figure show.
That's what
I'm excited. That's why I'm getting into that. It's not so much of, the competition of, being on stage and competing against other women. It's more so for myself and what I can gain from that and what I can bring back to my people, and it's science behind it.
I can see you winning that though, for real. Like,
I love it. Please manifest.
I'm serious. Like, I can really see that. Like,
yeah, I'm excited. It's a figure show, so it's different from bodybuilding. I'm not going to get into the science and the details. Just look up figure, and then bodybuilding is totally different. Two different things. So I'm excited. So I'll be able to bring back the science behind, meal prepping, because I was just a fitness trainer. So I'm not a nutritionist. Yeah. So I can never advise y'all on that. Very serious about fitness. This is my lane. Oh, yeah. This is it. This is not,
You do your lane very well. Like I said, like you do it very well. Like I want to give you flowers for that. Cause,
I appreciate that.
You take it, like you can see it though. Like that's the one thing, like you are who you are, and it's like the same person that you present to, like on Instagram and all that. That's the same person you are, like when it, like right now. Yeah, and I appreciate, I can appreciate that.
Yeah, like
for real. Like I'm telling you, I was telling the guys, I was like, boy, like man, I slept so hard, bro. I ain't gonna count. That was one of my best sleeps. I remember that.
One of your best sleeps.
I'm telling you, I remember it like it was yesterday. Like I remember that like it was yesterday. Like that's one workout I'm saying I'll never forget. Cause I'm like, what? Made me do the whole 30 minutes on the tread. I got
the whole 30 minutes.
I'm like, you know me, dude, like, what I'm saying? I'm gonna do my little 15, might go hoop, might go do something else, or really just focus on the weightlifting part. But nah, you take like
when people come to me and they say they want to work out, I'm like, okay, let's do it, and then I won't hear from them. And even like I'll tell my mom, like, yeah, this person wants to work out. I've even been approached by some celebrities. I won't even mention their name at this point because it's not that time. Your time is your time. But honestly, my mom was like, so did they ever follow back up? And I'll be like, no, but I feel like they have to want it. Like you have to want it. You have to want your own journey. It's not about me. Like I'm here to help you, but it's not about me. So, when people are ready, they will
do what they're supposed to do.
Let you know that they're ready every time.
That's so. You see how diligent I stayed about this interview. I told you I was ready.
He was so diligent. I appreciate him working with me. I'm so happy to be here.
Like I said, man, I'm just really happy for you to be here. Like, so the world also get to know you too. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just know probably fitness out of Blaire. Y'all don't know Blaire really. She one of them ones for real. Come on now.
They don't know.
They
you know what I'm saying? They don't really know me for real. So people judge before they get to know you. That's normal.
Facts. That's facts.
People thought I was stuck up.
What was that process like? For real? Mm-hmm. Why? I never got stuck up vouch for you.
That's great. They tell me that all the time. Like, dang.
From the very first time, like I met you, like it ain't never like nah.
I thought I was friendly. I smile too much.
That's what I was going to say. You greeted me with a smile, like you was like I never got stuck up vouch for you.
It's just your vibe. Like you get it. Yeah. That is.
That's what it is.
Y'all hang. Yeah.
What was that process like though with coming to Delta? I know you can't disclose too much.
No, I can't. But I will say it was a very rewarding process. And I think, oftentimes when people talk about Greek life, you just have to know who you are. Because people will get into, these organizations and they'll feel like, wow, this isn't me anymore. Mm-hmm. And they'll leave. And those situations happen. It's unfortunate. But at the same time, I knew who I was. I knew what I was presenting to the sorority. Okay? Right. To the greatest. All right.
Talk about it.
And I knew that I was an asset. And when you're that girl. You have no other option
but to be that girl.
But to be that girl. Okay, I just wanted to say that. I had to get that off my chest. Yeah. But honestly, it was a very rewarding process, and I felt like I was just going to become something big after it. I really did. I felt like I had more to accomplish. Yeah. You know, I said, wow, I'm representing something, you know, that's a part of me now for the rest of my life. Like, it'll always be a part of me. So I gained sisters, of course, you know. Thanks. So I never had sisters. I just have like my sister cousins and stuff like that. But I gained sisters, lifelong best friends. We do a lot of stuff together. I'm headed to something after this, you know, so they'll see this and be like, oh, so that's what she was doing, you know. So it was a very rewarding process. Campus life was amazing. It was amazing before. That's why I say you have to know who you are before. You have to know that, you know, this is just becoming a part of you. If not, you'll get lost in the sauce.
No cap.
For sure. So I loved it. I loved the experience, and I loved doing it at a HBCU.
No cap. No cap.
I don't know about everybody else HBCU, but again, I went to the Alabama State University, and it is the best HBCU in the land. So I enjoyed my time.
Talk about it. That's hard though. But being a very like decorated and like awarded woman, like a lot of people don't know you're a part of the 100 women.
Oh yeah,
like
yes, the National Coalition of 100 Black Women Decatur DeKalb chapter. Shout out to y'all.
How was that? Like, what was? Like that's what I'm talking about. Like,
yeah,
like I love that. Like, how was that though?
Again, I got inspired by my mom. My mom is actually one of my biggest inspirations. I know it sounds cliche, but it's true. And she did this organization before me, and I saw how much passion she had towards it, and, you know, advocating on behalf of, you know, young Black women and girls. And I was like, wow, you know, I have that same passion too, because this is who I get it from, obviously. Yeah. And so, you know, she did it before me. I saw her passion. She inspired me. And that's something I wanted to do. I wanted to give back again. I was already giving back, but now I want to give back more. You know, that's my thing. I love giving back.
Giving back tenfold. That's what's up, though.
So,
like I said, you do a good, like, you inspire me. like you inspired me. Like, you do a lot. Like, you do a lot. Like, every time I see you doing, like, you're doing something. Yeah. And it's something big. Like, and you keep it all together. Like,
I try. I think I carry it well, because my old supervisor, she had asked me one time, she was like, I didn't even know you were going through a lot of things you were going through, because I was leaving that job. And I said, you know what? I think I just carry it well, you know, and that can be hard. You know, being a strong person and being the person that everybody wants you to be can be really hard, because I have a lot of breakdowns. Yeah. Probably more than the average, because I'm like, I got to be this. I got to be this person, you know, for everyone. Like, so it's still me. Like, I'm still being true to myself. But at the same time, like, I try my best not to have breakdowns in front of everybody, because they think I'm this strong person.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. You gotta wear that. But the one thing I can say though, even though like you may have these breakdowns in these times of like feeling like depression and things like that, but you always end up getting up. Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Like, if I could tell anybody, like all the viewers, like anybody listening, like the number one thing, it's never about how you fall. It's always about how you get up. It's always about to get up. Like, you can fall down 100,000 times. You just gotta keep getting up. Yeah. You keep waking up. You keep trying. Something gonna go right. Something
is going to go right. Mm-hmm. And that is what you have to keep telling yourself. Like, eventually, you're gonna have bad days, and you're gonna have more bad days than good days. But that one good day is gonna be like a breakthrough for you.
Like, one of my favorite sayings, one of my favorite quotes is, I actually posted it on my Instagram today. Blessings favored are prepared. And it's like,
I love that.
Yeah, because that's just really what it is for us. So like, you know how many times like I done went somewhere like, but just trying, not knowing what I was about to get into or see or who I was about to meet, but I was just trying. Like, and I'm talking, it done been times where I was down bad. Like, I'm like, yo, I was just finna go off a wing in a prayer. Yeah, and like, you know, but they was like, it done been things where like even though, like, you know what I'm saying, it's not much. Like, the very first job I like got hired for, like, I went there, mind you, I went there with literally my bus fare with a suit on, but I was the only one that showed up.
Woo. They didn't catch that.
Know what I'm saying?
They did not get that. Sometimes you just have to show up.
Just gotta show up.
God knows. You know, I know everybody might not be a Christian, but I'm gonna talk about my. I'm gonna talk about my God. I don't know about y'all.
Talk about it. You know I'm with that.
Because I'm telling you, sometimes you just have to show up.
That's what I'm saying. Blessings favor to prepare. All you gotta do is show up.
I love that.
You show up.
That's a problem. And I don't have nothing to say after that. I just wanted to say that's the part. You showed up. Yeah. All you have to do is God just want to see if you're going to show up.
No, yeah.
Sometimes it's the opportunities that you dread the most. Like, I ain't even trying to get out of the house.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Boy.
Exactly.
When everything is like looking gloom and just like down, you be like, boy.
And stop putting expectations on everything.
Okay.
I've had to learn that. Just literally, you know, not going with your flow, but what God has for you, His flow.
No God.
You know,
His plan, mighty man. Because boy, that was my big, like, one of my big things. Like, always like trying to be not like per se in control, but like trying to control how things may happen. And it really not up to me. Like, I can control what I can control. I can't control every piece and expect everybody to do everything. How you say, like, putting expectations on things. A lot of times, like, my thing was like expecting like the same person that I'm gonna be to somebody for them to be to me.
Exactly.
Like, and I've let myself down sometimes, you know.
Yep.
Not even saying like that person may have been a bad person, but like
exactly,
that's just not them.
Yeah.
And I can't expect them to be that.
No, that is them. You accept them for who they are.
Facts.
No, that's who they have shown you who they are the first time. You accept it and you move on. We give people the benefit of the doubt. See, we're different.
Yeah.
We're very empathetic. You know, we have compassion towards people. It's different. You know, you're gonna do that. Don't ever change, because that one person, they're gonna give you that same energy. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So yeah, no, they accept them for who they are.
We can't do, man. Just keep trying to be better, you know.
Exactly.
You know, guys, February is the month of love and Black History Month, as a lot of people, you know.
It is Black History Month. Yes.
We just celebrated Valentine's a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, we did.
We're gonna get into a little bit of love with y'all, you know what I'm saying, talk about y'all a little bit.
Just a little.
You know, because, you know, coming from a woman's perspective, these are like, you know, certain questions that I would want to ask a woman, because, you know, I can answer like for me, you know what I'm saying? It ain't always about me, you know?
Okay. All right.
I wanted to ask you, like, how you feel like about people like dating like in depression? Do you feel like a person can date in depression, or they should be dating?
I've dated in depression. Dating in depression is blinding. It's very blinding, because, you know, you're going through your shit. Mm-hmm. And you expect that person to be the person that you want them to be for yourself. Yeah. And when they're not, it just completely changes the dynamic of the relationship, and the anxiety and, you know, the issues that y'all probably already had, that just adds on to it.
Thanks.
You know, and you don't have that emotional control.
Yeah.
That emotional control is something serious.
You is spitting right now.
This is not rehearsed. This is just having conversation.
This real. Like, this is real, y'all.
Because what? If you have, for anybody to say that they've never dated depressed is insane. Yeah. Because it's and then what's even worse about that is when you date depressed in one relationship, and then you hop to another relationship in the same depression, in the same dynamic. Nothing has really changed. You know what I mean?
I hope y'all taking notes.
And so
pull out y'all notes.
When you do that, you just adding more traumas, bringing on more traumas to a new situation.
An abundance of traumas.
Yeah.
Like you said, like, it can be very blinding. Like, that's like, that was, oh my goodness. Like,
I had to really think about it, but I was just like, that's what it is.
Now you dropped the bomb with that one, because that's really like you said, it's blinding. Like, in my experience of dating, like, while I was depressed, like, I've had good experiences, like, because like you said, like, it can numb you and distract you from what you're like going through. Yeah, but that can also be a hindrance. Like you said, it can hold you back from getting up and like getting it done, what you need to get done.
Exactly.
But like you said, like that blind aspect, like, because you can be so depressed in your life that you thinking like, oh, the stuff that you're not liking that your partner doing, that it's not as bad as what you're already dealing with. So you be like, hey, like, so be it. Like, I just stick through it.
Exactly.
And that'd be tough. It's like, dang, but like, but like, it's cutting deep for real.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, that's really it. You know, you're blinded at the time, and you're trying to force that person to be the person that you want them to be, because that's what you need at that time. That's what you need at that time. And again, I think each year, level, like, it requires a new level, a new version. Sorry, I couldn't get it out. A new version of yourself.
Thanks.
So what a person may know you as, 2 or 3 years ago, you're not that person.
Facts.
Now in 2024.
Man.
I literally, like, it got so bad in one of my relationships, seriously, like, it got, just being transparent, and they asked me, they said, is this it? I got a little offended, but I was just like, what do you mean? Is this it? Like, is this all that I'm getting from you? And I had to really just I was taken aback, and I had to really just meditate on that question, because I was just like, no, this isn't, because I don't think I'm going to be this way. I know I'm not going to be this way 2 or 3 years from now, even though our relationship didn't work out. And so that let me know, like, wow, that sucks, because they think this is who I am right now. And this is who I'm going to be.
That'd be the thing, though. It'd be like, you don't believe in me. That's what, like, I'm not gonna lie. It's been, like I said, like you said.
They were scared. They didn't believe I was going to change.
Yeah.
They didn't believe it. That's why they had to ask it. This is what I'm getting? Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because really, essentially, relationship, you just got to find someone who's going to put up with the bullshit.
Okay, I mean, the thing that hurt the most, like, about questions like that, especially like you say, like, you going through like your trial and error period.
Yeah.
It's like, you believe it. You trying to believe in yourself to know, like, what you really want to do, and, like, in your heart of hearts what you want to do and what you're trying to be. Exactly. So it's like, when you're not getting that support, it's like, dang, like, I see so much, like, in you, but you don't see it the same in me.
Yeah.
And it's like,
yeah.
It's like, come on, bro. Like, what I tell people all the time, that be hurting so much in relationships, like, when people really like, dang, like, I would have never done or said that to you.
Yeah. Like, gosh. And that goes back to your expectations.
Yeah,
you know, like, you wouldn't have expected them to say that, and you wouldn't have done it,
that's what I'm saying,
from yourself, but
you be like, what? Like,
yeah, really
what? Like, come on, dog. Like, we supposed to be better than that. We supposed to be a team. Like, come on now. Like, that'd be the aspect, though. Like, that team aspect. But like you said, it's just finding a person that, like, that's gonna really willing to stick through it with you.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
And you can't. In a positive, exactly. Because I about to say, you can't sit there and be toxic while they trying to, progress the relationship. That's not gonna work.
Yeah, nah.
So we have to have emotional control, emotional maturity. We're all working on it.
Okay, because like you said, we not perfect. We not perfect. What would you say is, like, your toxic trait?
My toxic trait. Wait a minute. Do I have a toxic trait? I mean, honest, I think, gosh, this is probably gonna, like, counterset the question, but I think my toxic trait is I want someone to be completely obsessed with me and loyal to me and all for me. Yeah. And I don't feel like I've really received that in the past.
Do you feel?
I think there is such thing as a healthy obsession.
Facts. There can be unhealthy obsessions for sure.
So I don't think what I've been getting has been healthy.
Okay, you like the obsessions? They've been obsessions, but not the right way.
No, not in the right way. Or it's like
control. I know some people have control.
That's what it is. I will say I've had some control. That might be a legit toxic trait, because I'm a A-type personality. I like to be in control. Yeah. So that is a toxic trait that I have, because I like to be in control, but I want to be with someone where I can just shut my brain off, and I don't have to feel like I have to have all of this in order. You know what I mean? Like, I can be soft. I can be in my soft era. I'm not releasing that soft girl era until I feel like I can just.
You gotta feel like
sit back.
I feel that. I feel that. I respect that. You know what I think though? Sometimes, like, when it comes to that Because it's not gonna always be soft. I feel like you really got.
It's not gonna always be soft.
You gotta
right.
trust the process. Like you gotta be like. I feel like you gotta know in your heart of hearts, like, and trust and believe, like in your heart of hearts that, like, you know, I can be vulnerable with this person, like, and I can really like be me and be a woman. You know, even in times where I know where it don't exactly feel like it, because I know we're gonna get back to it. Yeah.
You just said something. Vulnerability is very tricky.
Yeah. Nah, it is.
And I don't like it. Because I'll sit up here and I'll be vulnerable and I'm thinking like, okay, they're being vulnerable back. I'm opening up. It will backfire. It has backfired tremendously to the point where I'm just like, my God, why did I even tell you half of this stuff? Yeah. I'm talking about like legit stuff going on in my personal life, you know, not just what's going on at work or, you know what I'm saying?
You know, you getting to know me.
Yeah, like I'm up here telling you legit stuff that you throw back in my face. So vulnerability sucks sometimes.
Hey, look, let me tell y'all, man, if y'all one of them people that somebody really, really shared their heart and they soul with you and they life, hey, for you to throw it back in their face, that's lame, bro. That ain't right. That ain't right at all.
Not right.
Like that ain't right, man. Because boy, like you said, it can be a tricky thing, and it's like. It's so messed up, like the aftermaths of people like playing with your vulnerability, because it's like then you going through life like oh, can I trust this person? Then it's like it's just so much stuff that comes with
it. Again, more trust issues.
Well, yeah, fact. So like you were saying, like you want people to be obsessed with you. Have you been obsessed with your partners the same way you want them to be obsessed with you?
Too much, I think. I think like that's the issue. I'll give more of myself and to them, and I don't get that in return. Or what they may have thought they were doing was enough, and I'd be like, okay, so this is okay. This is what you think is it's like being completely, 100% on me, loyal, obsessed. So no, I feel like I've always overly given myself. I don't really feel like I've had that in return. Mm-hmm. I probably thought I did. Yeah. And then it was not that. It was. Yeah. So.
That's one thing I tend to ask people, because I've noticed like a lot of times, like some people, how like you said, like you thought they you wanted them to give all, but they all might not be your all. That's number one. And also number two is everybody all looks different, because like how our love languages are different. Yes. Like some people like be like, I was giving you all of me as far as like my time, attention, conversation. Mm-hmm. Then somebody else might have been like, I was showing up whenever you I was at everything, like, and it's just different for certain people, Yeah. I noticed like you have to have those conversations with your partner to really figure out like, look, how do you express yourself and how do I express me? So that way you're not getting cheated. Yeah.
I think it's important I think at this point what I'm realizing, it's important to date and be in relationships with people, not only for their similarities and commonalities, but just for the simple fact we need to have the same love language. Mm-hmm. We need, if I like my love language, for instance, is quality time. And maybe I guess affirmations, like, positive affirmations to one another, right? Yeah. I like to be encouraged. I like to be motivated. So that's really it. And if I don't feel like I'm getting that from someone, there's a disconnect.
I feel that. See, because it's my thing too. Like, I ain't never been like it's cool to like get a gift or something like that, but I'm not. I'm not a person who care like that. Like, I don't put my value in my material things. Mm-hmm. Like, I put my value in like the things that I know, like that's solid, that's concrete. Like, I know for sure, like if I come to you, like you said, like in a vulnerable state, like you got my back and you gonna do what I need, like at that time, exactly. Like, or like just showing up for me. Like, if I want, like sometimes, what I'm saying, us men, like we want to kick it, play the game or watch TV or something. Sometimes we just want you like in the surrounding area.
I didn't know that.
Like, sometimes we just want you in the surrounding area. Like,
is that true? Is that true?
I don't really play games, but I understand. Like, just one.
I'm just saying, like, just in general. Like, I may be playing, like,
That's a new perspective. No matter what I'm
like, I could be doing whatever. Like, just like I don't exactly need to be talking to you or fully engaged, but just to know that you right there, I can look over and see my sculpture of a woman. I can smell her. Okay. I just feel good. In my head, I'm thinking like, dang, I got the girl of my dreams right over here. She don't even like, that's what going on in our head.
That's
the whole time,
a different perspective.
This man not talking to me. What is he over here doing?
Playing the game.
Doing whatever.
They doing nothing.
Doing whatever.
Eating chips and playing the damn game.
Facts. Doing whatever. But the whole time he's in paradise right now.
Okay. All right. I like it. You like it a little bit.
Sometimes. But that's why I just feel like these conversations are needed. Like for
they are. Yeah.
Like relationships. And you got to know you got to one be a willing communicator too.
You do.
A willing communicator.
You do. That's a good one. Yeah, you do. You have to. No, seriously, you have to be a willing communicator, because at the same time, I just can't do nothing that's too close to begging. I seen a post the other day from Cash Doll talking about me asking more than once is too close to begging. It sure is.
Yeah.
I'm not finna keep asking you more than once, like, to communicate with me effectively.
Yeah.
That's just not gonna happen.
Yeah. Okay. What?
And people will do what they want to do for the person that they want to do it for.
That's a fact.
That's it.
No, that's a
it don't matter about looks. It doesn't matter how much money you have or willing to spend. They're just gonna do it for who they want to do it for, period.
I literally just told one of my homegirls this yesterday.
No, it's legit.
And I was talking about my cousin because she was telling me like she had these things going on with this young guy that she was dealing with. I was telling her like literally like you said, I'm like,
yeah.
If he wanted to, cause I was telling her, I was like, look, number one, you the woman. You ain't begging for nothing. I was like, you know what I'm saying? He chose you, you know what I'm saying? He tried, like, he wants you.
That's
you
right.
You the woman.
That's right.
I'm like,
you're the prize.
I'm like, you don't gotta, you know what I'm saying? Not to say that, you know what I'm saying, us guys, we prize too, to a certain extent, but we gotta show our value after we done already caught them. You know what I'm saying? That make them stay and that make them want to stay too. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, I'm like, he chose you. He like, you know what I'm saying? He knew what he was dealing with.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, so if he wanted to do, like, he would do. Like, I'm like, hey, you could talk to any guy. I'm talking about any guy. Your experience with the guy gonna be different versus any other woman because that's what he wanted to do.
That's hello.
Like you know what I'm saying? When I was young, well, not saying I'm not young now, but when I was younger, making dumb decisions, I met a woman. I changed for that time I was dealing with that woman. Then got back to doing what I was doing because I wasn't dealing with her no more. But I'm just saying, like, it be like that. Like, once you meet that woman, like, you know.
So you feel like you were conforming to the person that you thought she wanted you to be, and you were fitting in that, like, it was like for that relationship. Because
it was like I wanted to be what she needed from me.
Yeah.
But she also made me want to be a better man too.
Okay. So you took something away from it.
For sure.
So that's good. That's still good. I think we take something away from all our relationships. So
we take something away from everything.
Something.
Like literally how people say like, oh, I ain't took no losses, I just took a whole bunch of lessons. Like literally,
worst
situations
in my
life.
For real.
I learned more from the worst situations in my life than I have from like just winning, like, or what someone would consider a win.
I like that.
It'd be like that, man. He crazy. He crazy.
Ooh.
Do you feel like you ever been in love?
Oh, I feel like I have. You know, was it? I'm saying these things because that's exactly what it was. You know, it was a thought of what I, a perception of what I thought and felt like, you know, being in love should look like, and what it felt like at that time. I require completely different things now, and will require those things as I, age, because it's my expectations, my standards, they're just not going to change at this point.
I feel that.
I done gone on so many dates. Zoom in on this part. I done gone on so many dates. Oh my gosh, it sucks.
What's the worst date you've been on?
I mean,
you can say it. You got.
Well, I don't know. We might have to talk about that offline. I don't even know. Like,
all right. So, what's the best date?
The best date? Again, that goes back to my expectations. I don't feel like you know what? I'm not gonna say every date was horrible. I'm going to say I have not been on my best date. Okay. The date that I want, I have not been on.
What's your like dream date? Well, so what is that? What would that be like?
I guess my dream date would probably be, it's really not even that hard. I don't know, but I do want to fly first class. I'm gonna go ahead and manifest this because I'm acting scared, and I talk about this. I talk about this too much. I want to fly first class out of the country. I don't know where.
There and back. You know, fly first class there and back.
There and back. Let me tell you, we are not about to half-ass anything. We're not about to do one thing and we're not going to follow through with it. Tired of that. I'm tired. I'm legit tired. Like, what? I don't have time. So
tired of the 1 foot in, 1 foot out.
Yes.
I feel it. Hey, that's real. That's real.
I'm so sick of that. So,
that's real.
probably flying out the country, it sounds cliche, but I haven't experienced this and I want to experience it with the right person.
Thanks.
I'm not gonna lie, I had opportunities to do that in my prior relationship. Just didn't feel like that was the time to do it with that person. That's a very special and intimate moment.
Yeah.
I feel like, I want the whole 9, candles on the beach. Set it up. Show me that an engagement might even be possible. You know what I'm saying? This is pre before anything. So I want the whole 9. I want to feel like a queen. I'm telling you, if a woman say, "Nah, we could just chill at the movies," you know what I'm saying? That's cute. That's cute if that's what you want to do for a little bit. Yeah. But if I'm telling you, every woman has an ideal date that they want to go on or how they want to be treated. That's just what it is. A man too.
Want to be embraced in some way.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Make her feel like she the one.
Yeah. Make me feel like I'm the one before before we get to that point.
So you do believe in marriage and stuff like that?
I do believe in marriage.
Why is it like that?
No, because even though I have had such a traditionalist mindset for so long about marriage and looking at my grandparents who've been married 50 plus years and that sort of thing, you have that natural, you see it. Fact. So you're naturally going to gravitate towards it. Yeah. And you're like, this is what I want. This is what I see, even parents, but things happen. Fact. Things happen. People change. And I'm afraid of the idea of getting married and we're not each other's person anymore.
Yeah. See,
so I'm afraid of that.
I've had that conversation with somebody say before, like they was like telling like, oh, falling out of love with somebody, and they were saying like you don't like you do that in steps.
Oh yeah. Ooh, explain. Yeah. Right.
Because it's like you don't just like wake up one day and like if this was truly like if you truly love this person, you could never just wake up one day and just be like,
I'm good on you.
Yeah. It has to be a ripple effect of like things like, like snowballing, like, okay, first, the dates stop happening. The embrace stop happening.
The embrace.
The affirmation stop happening.
Yep.
Just like everything, just the things that got you in love and that got y'all to that 10th year of y'all marriage, those things stop happening. And that's how you start to, fall out of it with somebody.
Yeah. Keep it fresh. Like I want the person to always be my best friend. And best friends
don't get content with your person.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like the same as like setting a standard and then just letting the standard fly by the wayside.
We have to keep falling in love with each other. We have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just has to be momentum after momentum after momentum. And it's going to be times where I'm 50 and, you know what I'm saying, 50% and they might be 40%. I don't know. We're not going to always be 100% together. Like, it's not going to, so we got to know we got each other's backs. It's that simple.
I fully believe in like marriage stuff. Like, what's crazy is like, even though I haven't seen that many like marriages or like even like per se healthy marriages.
Okay,
but that's something I always wanted to like create for myself.
Oh, healthy. That's a good one. Like you'll see married couples in your life, but it might not be the healthiest relationship, the healthiest marriage. Yeah,
how many people I know. They happily married when they together. Man, as soon as he step out, you like he married. Him? You be like, what? Nah. You be like, oh, she's married? You're like, what? Nah. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that for myself. Like, you know? But I done seen so much like negativity.
Yeah.
I want to see something positive. Like, I want to, you know what I'm saying, create something positive. You know?
Yeah, I love.
Facts.
I think everyone should learn to love. Even if you're not in a relationship, learn to love. Like, yes, love yourself and do all of that, but just learn to accept different forms of love from different people and, you know, different situations. Like, seriously, I don't really know how to explain that, but it's just like you just have to learn to love.
I feel that.
And then it'll just flow into your life. You'll manifest it. You just receive it.
It'll be easier.
You know? Yeah. So
that's a real thing. Accepting love. Now that's something I had to grow to learn too. Like I got older. It's like accept and love like the right way. Exactly. Because it's like somebody went out their way for you. You know what I'm saying? I've always been big on appreciation, you know?
Okay.
It's the little thing. Like, if you did, like, I don't care, like, you buy me a piece of gum, you bought me a piece of gum. I'd be like, dang, like, you know what I'm might have caught me slipping, like, oh, babe, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, just appreciating things, you know? That's always been a big thing for me.
Consideration.
Yeah, for sure.
Being considerate.
For sure. Like my like I have a conversation with my homeboys all the time. They always be like it may not be like, oh, like the prettiest girl or whatever that I might like hang out with, or I might take her on a date or something like that. And they'll be like, bro, like you be getting her, like you could pull like such and such. I'd be like, I did this with her because of how she appreciate me. Like, and I know she would appreciate this more than such and such girl over there would appreciate it. That's true.
Do you think a lot of guys think like that?
I think most men who care, like men who care like that.
Yeah, because there's some who just don't.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, like it's a bunch of dudes out there. They be like, I'm taking a girl on a date. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying, trying to get some. Yeah, they don't care. Yeah, they just taking you on a date because they trying to get some. But like, that's true. If you taking a girl on a date genuinely because you just appreciate the woman that she is, like, it's different.
That is true. Okay, I like that. I like that. Like, these perspectives are important.
For real.
Because I was like, sometimes I don't be thinking about, you know, the other side. I be trying to get in y'all mind and see, like, how y'all think.
I think we're a lot simpler and easier to understand than...
I don't know. I mean, well, yeah, maybe, yeah. Y'all it's pretty 1, 2, 3 with y'all. Women, it's like 1, 2, back to 1. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Like, you might not ever get to understand a woman.
What do you want from me?
So
trying to figure it out, man. I keep on our toes. I feel like y'all be the reason we be going great for real.
Yeah, and if you have a daughter, you really gonna go great, really. So yeah,
I want to do it. I pray. I be praying that I have like all boys.
Same. Legit. And people think I'm insane. I'm like, whatever. Nah. Because I don't want to deal with her.
You seem like...
I don't want to deal with me.
Yeah. I was about to say, girl, you seem like a boy mom, though.
Thanks.
Bro, you do.
Oh, my God. Y'all heard it here first. What's today's date? Saturday, February 24th at 4:28 p.m. Respekt podcast. No, I'm a boy mom. Not this year, though. Just
not this year.
One of these years. Not this year, but I'm a boy mom.
She's married in a correct situation.
Thank you. I love that.
Yeah.
Boy mom.
Real. Cause you just like, I don't know, like you just seem like a queen, like the type to be like taking care of like, oh, like all your little princes and your man like take care of you, like, you know.
I love my boys. I'm gonna love my boys.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
For sure.
Not to say you wouldn't be a good girl mom.
Yeah.
I could just see you with. I could just see that.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be a good mom regardless.
Facts.
But just bless me with some boys first.
That's facts, man. What's some standards that you feel like you would set for your kids that you would like talk to your partner about, like that you know for sure that you would want to instill in their lives?
I think some standards that not only I have, you know, for my kids, but what I would want them to eventually just have for themselves. Because I know, and I'm going to get back to what the standards are, but I just wanted to speak on the fact that my mom, she definitely was one of the people that, you know, she had standards, but she allowed us to become our own person.
Thanks.
And have, you know, and say, well, you know, this is what I expect, but, you know, what do you expect from yourself? You know what I mean? So I think the standards, though, to get back to the question, like the core of the question, I would want to have for my kids is just always be kind. And that might be so soft for, you know, if I want to be a boy mom, but it's the truth. Yeah. Always be kind. Always respect yourself, you know, respect others. And just work hard. Like, I cannot stress that enough. Yeah. Because sometimes I don't even think I work that hard, but I want them to work hard. I want them to explore opportunities. I want them to have courage. I don't want them to be scared. You know, I'm going to set the standard to where I'm going to put you out there to do the things that you ask me. You know, I'm going to always have your back, whether that be financially, whatever. But I want them to know that this is what they want to do. You know, I'm going to give them everything they need to be successful. But at the same time, you have to work hard. You have to maintain it. You have to maintain it. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to get you there. You have to maintain it.
I'm put you in position, but you got to do when you get there.
Yeah. So we're going to work hard. It's going to be some athletes in that family. I know too.
I feel that. Yeah.
Even if it's not, I'm still going to instill like the importance of a healthy lifestyle. Yeah. You instill it, but everybody goes their own way, right? Like parents, they do their part up until, you know, you're 18 or whatever. You go your own way.
Like that's something I always talk about, like growing up with, like just having my mom Dukes. And I appreciate her, like, for everything that she's ever been for me and my brother. But just like, I can understand like how, you know what I'm saying, she don't know how to raise a man, you know? So she don't exactly like do the things that we might have needed to hear.
Right.
But she did her best. And like, she did a real good job, for sure.
For sure.
I appreciate it.
She did her big one. Let me just say.
I appreciate that.
I mean, seriously, you're a great person.
I appreciate that.
And great people are hard to come by. So anybody who, you know, comes in contact with you, they're going to be blessed. For sure. Right. You're a great person.
I appreciate that. You as well.
And you're kind. So yeah, she did an amazing job.
I appreciate it.
I'm big on kindness.
Okay. And that's one thing I feel like is a common misconception, like men, like they feel like, oh, to be a man you got to be so rough and tough, and like you can be like all that and still be like respectful and still be like have a certain level of gentleness, like, to yourself, because you can't be that. Number one, you can't be that like at all times, and two, you're not finna be all rough and tough with a woman. Like, bro, like I get like people talk like, oh, this and that. Bro,
we don't like that.
When you know what I'm saying? Like, bro,
I don't want to speak for all women. You speak for, you know what I'm saying? But I might speak for some. Some of us don't like that.
Like, bro, when you with a woman, bro, like, come on, bro, you ain't no, bro. Like, you chilling, bro. Like, you relax. Come on, like, you a gentleman. Like, come on, bro. Like,
no, legit.
We're not doing all that.
And those don't exist. And yes, I said it. Those do not exist in 2024. Gentlemen do not exist. Y'all don't hold the door up. It's the small things that y'all don't even hold the door up. I was walking behind this guy one time, just going, you know, into the restaurant, and you know, the door. I was probably maybe 10 seconds behind this man. He didn't even think to just like even push the door open. Wow. Kept walking. I'm like, damn, like that don't exist no more.
We exist.
Okay.
We exist.
Some of y'all. I'm speaking for some, not all.
We exist. Oh, dang, I ain't gonna count. Like,
it sucks. It sucks really bad. Some of us still want that. I don't know.
Chivalry still lives.
It's the small stuff for me.
But that's good though. You know, that's one thing though. It's good that your parents and stuff have showed you like the proper way to be treated though.
Like, in a way. Yeah, like in a sense, like I feel like I've watched some of it, and then some of it again I've grown standards for myself, like through experiences. I'm like, no, I don't want that type of lifestyle. I want this. Like, you know, you manifest what you want, and even whether you learned it from, you know, your parents' relationships or other relationships that you've seen, no, I want this for myself.
Yeah, because it's funny. So awesome. Gentlemen don't exist in 2024. What's a gentleman to you? If you had to like break down a gentleman, like,
okay, a gentleman to me is, oh my gosh, I'm so mad at myself because I had thought about this on my own. Like, this was so crazy. So I'm trying to remember if I can remember what I was thinking about and what I kind of like said out loud. But ultimately, I feel like a gentleman is somebody who not only treats me well, but treats other people well. And what I mean by that is, like, I look at a lot of things that I feel like a lot of people wouldn't even think I would look at. If we're at a restaurant and we're sitting down, we're ordering our food, I'm looking at how you communicate and how you're treating the waitress or waiter. It doesn't matter.
No, that's a big thing.
It doesn't matter.
That's a big thing.
Because I'm just really big on how not only you're treating me, but other people. Like, it's important to me that you get along with my family and my friends, you know. Ultimately, that's not a complete deal breaker. You know, it just depends on the situation. But yeah, ultimately, I'm looking at how you treat other people. If you're holding the door for me and there's other women behind me, I expect you to hold the door for them as well.
Thanks.
I shouldn't have to tell you that.
Thanks.
If you're a true gentleman, you know, if you're legit, if you do this, if it's in you, then it's going to be in you. But that's what I expect. I do expect. So I look at certain things like that, how you treat the waitress, you know, how are you treating people? Because ultimately, how you treat your family and your friends. So I feel like how a guy often treats everyone is a direct reflection of him. It really is. And so I look at stuff like that, because if we go on a crazy date or you act a fool one day, now it's different if you're tapping into those protective, skills and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you trying to tap into that, we're in a situation and you know what I'm saying, you gotta do what you gotta do. But no, it's a difference when you just downright mean and disrespectful to people around you. I don't like that, because I'm not like that. So that's what I think a gentleman is. That's what you think. Yes, that's what I think. Yeah, the holding the door, the pushing out the chair. You're like, okay, technically that can be taught, but I don't want to teach it. Nah. It has to be in you. Yeah. But how you treat other people, that can't be taught. That's got to be in you. You've got to be that person. Yeah. Respect for others and stuff like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, nah. So. I'm real big on that. Like, I'm real big on that. Yeah. For sure. So that's what I think. You could tell they're like dealing with people, like having certain conversations, like you said, like how they talk to the waiter and stuff. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I can tell when people are faking for sure. Y'all be faking. Y'all be out here putting on. Boy, real bad. Like that's a big thing that she said about, like, with the waiter. Look now. You go on a date. If I ever take a woman on a date, look, I'm telling you this now. If you talk to that waitress or them crazy, I want you to realize they got our food. Oh my God, that part. And I'm hungry. I like to eat, so I don't want nobody doing nothing to my food. You know what I'm saying? Look now, so treat them people right now. Treat them people right now. Because I done worked in certain establishments where I'm like, oh yeah. I literally done went by their table. Look, hey, let me get you something else. What establishment that we talk about that offline? Yeah. What in the world? Yeah, I'm sorry. I done went to the table. Look, I'm gonna get you something else, because this ain't it. You're so nice. That is that's crazy. It really is insane. Regardless of, like, you know what I'm saying, like, they might have been being a dickhead or whatever. Yeah. But, like, playing with somebody's food, like, nah, that's like I said, that's just not it. Like, I can't. Oh my God, I can't with that. I cannot. But it's life, and it's legit, and it's happening actively. No cap. Just be careful. Treat people nice. Treat people and how you talk to them. And that you also part. Never end up knowing who somebody gonna be for real. That part. That part. You know, it's something that you told me too, like being intentional about things. Mm-hmm. That's my word for this year. Being intentional. Intentionality, all of that. Like, being more intentional. If I said I'm going to do something, I'm not just going to just put it out there first. I'm going to make it happen. Show y'all what I'm doing. That is active. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have time to be sitting up here saying, oh, I'm gonna do this, do that, and it just don't happen. Like, no. Might be some setbacks, but we're gonna get to it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Stand on what you said. Exactly. Everybody's favorite line. What was this? Was this a line at the end of 2023? The standing on business line.
Yeah, like what's crazy is like I feel like it's something that I always been around. Like, cause I've been hearing that like my whole life, but it just blew up when Drewski started saying it for real.
That's what it is. Yeah. Because I was like, it's no way that we wasn't already saying this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I've been hearing it my whole life, but like it really just got big when he was saying it.
I think the new Boss Man D-Little song.
Yeah.
Yeah. On straight business.
Yeah. I'd be like, nah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So
I know people be catching these trends and they
blow up, and it ain't nothing new, type of thing.
I ain't nothing new under the sun at all. That's what I feel like, man. When people go to talk about like, oh, generation this and that, I feel like, man, I'd be like, every generation was messed up, had their own things. So like, it just depends on like what you gonna tap into and what you.
Oh yeah.
With. Like,
oh yeah. Absolutely.
Like that's what.
Absolutely.
That's for real. Okay, man. Blaire, it's like I feel like you could really be like, you know what I'm saying, a real life coach, like for like these young ladies, for real. Like
I love
like,
that. I'm trying. I'm working on myself still. Like I'm not perfect, but I try to.
Don't you do a good job? You know,
I try.
Very well spoken. You know, you look the part.
Appreciate that.
For real.
Appreciate that. Yeah. So, but I try. Like I said, I have a niece, and I know my niece looks up to me.
You spend a lot of time with her too.
I spend a lot of time with that girl. Okay, everybody knows River Sky, honey. They know her.
Yeah,
they know her. She is known, and she is full of personality, and I love her so much.
That's good. So. She got a great OG to look up to.
Yeah. OG. Oh man. I mean, I'm getting old.
No.
Shit.
I think no. She a young kid. Like,
I know.
Her OG for like. You're not old. You're very young.
Just getting there. I know. I'm gonna keep manifesting that. I'm young.
Like, you know,
age
also
is nothing.
Don't look old, like,
that's great.
Like, you know, but you treat your body right.
You have to.
You got to, for sure.
We're gonna have our moments where we want a little drink here and there, but you know what I'm saying. Like let's
keep telling y'all right now, look, the alcohol killing you.
Let's keep it transparent. But you do too much that you ain't gonna have a liver by the time you're 40. So you know,
cap.
Health is wealth.
For sure. For sure. That's a big one.
We laughing at y'all because y'all literally like doing a lot now. And I'm like, dang, what's going to happen when they like 40-something, 50?
Like, you know, I'm telling you, I be thinking about that. Like, I sometimes talk to people about that. Like, bro, I'll be like, bro, you keep hearing all these rappers, like, or people just in general, like, taking all these drugs and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
I just be like, bro, like.
It's going to catch up to them, for sure.
I'd be like, boy.
It's going to catch up to y'all. Like, just slow down.
I be like, I don't even do all that. But some days I be feeling like, you know what I'm saying, even that, and I feel I'm pretty good, you know.
Yeah,
I'd be like, goodness. Like,
I have a
I'd be like wondering, like, what do this person really feel like? Like, what their body really feel like to them?
Yeah, because I wouldn't. I just don't know. People who out there doing all that every weekend, every day. There's some people who's doing this shit throughout the day.
Yeah,
that's crazy. That is literally crazy. Like, I don't know how y'all. Anyway, bless it, Lord. I don't know.
No cap.
Bless him, Jesus.
No cap.
But yeah, I'm having fun.
You having fun?
Yeah, I am.
Appreciate it. I'm glad.
I didn't realize how much I like to talk.
Nah, you good at it though. Like,
I didn't realize how much I like to talk, but I do. I'll sit here and talk. So it's cool.
No, we're gonna have to run it back.
We're definitely gonna run it back for sure.
Okay.
Intentional.
And being
Blaire
got some really big things going on, y'all. Y'all gotta tap in on her for real.
Yes.
Want to really, you know what I'm saying, get that body right. You know what I'm saying? Summer is coming up. Summer is about to be here. You see, if you're in Georgia, you see it's already been warm outside lately.
Yeah, summer is here. It's over with.
What have y'all been doing? You know?
Summer is definitely here.
You know, like I said, I do want you to, you know what I'm saying, do the meal plan stuff. Cause I got to get right with that.
Yeah, I really have to look back into that.
My work ethic ain't the problem. It's really that.
That's everyone thing.
Yeah.
That's what sells.
Okay.
All right. I'm like, what I'm eating? They be like,
I think, I ain't gonna lie. Sorry. I just think, bro, like, I'm a dude, bro. I don't be wanting to cook for real. Like, that's what it really be.
What? Oh,
cook for real.
is that what it is for real?
I know. I'd rather just get cooked for or just like.
Okay, that's
you gotta think. It's like
yeah. It gets tiring.
I'd be doing a lot. Too.
That's not a man thing. That's a everybody thing.
Yeah,
because it gets tiring.
I'd be doing a lot. I'd be like, look, man. By the time I come home, you know what I'm saying, work, podcast, all that. Because
I haven't, been doing that recently or anything like that. I'm tapping in March 1st for competition training. But I will say, when I was going hard for that, I made it a thing. Like, this was a part of my plan schedule. Excuse me. Sundays, meal prep days. Period.
I used to see you meal prepping.
Like,
I'll tap in.
I know you tap in, but some people, they don't tap in. They don't know. Like, we've been doing this for a long time. So yeah, meal prepping is legit.
For sure.
You have to do that. It's the only way.
It's a must. One thing, I like to do before I get up out of here, I always like to give my flowers to one male, one female for the week. You know what I'm saying? So, like, who would you like to give your flowers to?
For this week?
Well, not even just this week, just in general. Who you want to give flowers to?
Okay. All right. I want to give my flowers to you. I'm serious. Because like I said, you motivate me, you push me. I see you doing your thing. Like, you're a great guy. Like, you're somebody that I even look up to. I'm like, dang, he out here being consistent. Consistency is hard with whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter what your calling is, your craft, whatever. Like, it's hard to be consistent, and I just want to give you your flowers for that, because this is awesome. This is gonna blow up. It's gonna be the best podcast in Atlanta, in the world, in the nation.
Hey, y'all hear that?
In the nation, excuse me, because he gave me too much in the beginning, so I have to give that right back. So seriously, I want to give it to you, like, absolutely, because you just be like, all right, we gonna get it together. We gonna make it happen, and you're just so diligent and so patient. So I appreciate that. Give my flowers
because I believe in you.
I believe in you. Believe in each other. It's important.
That's a very important thing right there.
Yeah. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Some people be like, oh, Blaire, okay. I'm not doing that with y'all. It's not that I don't believe in you, but I can't put my face everywhere. I'm gonna chop it up with you. I was like, nah, I'm doing this.
Yeah, I feel that. You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing, though. It'd be like that sometimes. You can't attach yourself to everything and everybody.
You can't. When you are building your brand, you just can't do that.
Yeah.
But I will attach myself to who I think is good. That goes back to that discernment. I have discernment, like, it's crazy. It's gotten worse since I gotten older. I'm like, dang, I can't mess with that person. I can't do this. I can't do that.
That's a good thing, though, isn't it?
So yeah, you get those flowers for sure.
Appreciate that.
Nobody else.
I mean a lot, man, for real. Like, coming from somebody, like, when I legit say I look up to you, like, legit, like, when I say that for real.
I appreciate that. It's a lot to take in.
For real.
Seriously.
Like, man, like, literally from the time I met you, like, you've been the same woman, like, always keep that smile on your face, always working, always diligent, like, you just, like I said, you just consistent. Like, I always see you doing something positive, too, at that.
Yeah. I might be outside sometimes, but
that's cool, though.
Yeah.
And it's like, you have a healthy balance with it, and you don't abuse it.
Exactly. There you go.
Okay. All right, y'all. This has been the Respekt is Due podcast. We love it. We appreciate y'all, all the viewers. I hope y'all learned something that y'all should have learned something. I hope y'all have learned something. Y'all have had an amazing woman here to learn from. Y'all tapping at her, all her socials. Where can we find you?
You can find me, my fitness page at db.fit. So that's my fitness page at db.fit on Instagram. And then my regular personal page is just _Blaire.a_. So that's my regular page.
Y'all type in with her. She's like, well, I tell y'all, she's one of the most amazing women you can get to know. If you can get to know her, come correct when you try to get to know her. Come correct. No, I'm telling you, this is an amazing woman. I thank God for her. I thank God that I was able to meet her. Yeah, like I said.
Oh my gosh. I don't know if we were supposed to do that, but
no, you're good. You're good. But yeah, for sure, I appreciate it. This was one of, like I said, this is one of them ones. I really appreciate this episode, you know, for sure.
Me too. This was very relaxing, therapeutic. I loved it.
Like I said,
it's cool. Very great vibe. Love it here.
You know, we love having you here. You know what I'm saying? And just like that, y'all. Yeah.